Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Nard from the Nard Report. Back today with another episode. This is episode 54 of the Nard Report. It is a pleasure to be here. Welcome to the Nard Report. If you're new here, if you are new to the Nard Report, welcome. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, like and comment on all of my stuff. Click that bell to make sure y'all get all the notifications on when I go live and when I post stuff. All right. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. They're both the same thing at _Nard_report. All right. And in today's episode, I'm here to talk about a lot of things. These week 14 games, Kansas City on the verge of missing the playoffs, the playoff picture as well, and give y'all my week 15 predictions. Let's get into it. Starting off with the week 14 recap, we go to Thursday Night Football with the Detroit Lions defeating the Dallas Cowboys 44-30 in Detroit. Man, Dallas beat themselves. That's what it is. The Cowboys beat themselves. Dak Prescott did not have a great game. 31 for 47 on his completion attempts. Threw for 376 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks. That Detroit defense was on Dak Prescott the whole night. CeeDee Lamb, before he got hurt, had a great game. 8 targets, 6 receptions for 121 yards, 0 touchdowns. George Pickens, where was he? He was nowhere to be found last night. They was on Pickens' butt, man. When CeeDee Lamb went out, George Pickens couldn't catch a single ball, catch a single pass. Defensively for Dallas, did not play well at all. But Dallas, this was your game to get right back in the mix for the playoffs and to win the division. Let's go to the Lions standpoint. Jared Goff, phenomenal game. 25 for 34 on his completion attempts. Threw for 309 yards. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Jahmyr Gibbs, 3 touchdowns. 12 carries for 43 yards. David Montgomery, 6 carries, 60 yards, and 1 touchdown. The receiving game was well too. Jameson Williams, 9 targets, 7 receptions for 96 yards. St. Brown, 9 receptions, 6 receptions for 92 yards. All right. The passing game was good. The defense was well. Detroit Lions, much needed game for both teams. The Lions got the job done, and they are still alive to make the playoffs. And I do believe if they beat the Rams, they're going to win out and sneak into the playoffs. And that's it. Lions win 44-30. Moving on to the next game, we go to the Sunday game, starting off in Atlanta with my Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks win 37-9 in Atlanta. And just like that, the Atlanta Falcons season is over. I mean, I'm not surprised, so I'm not really going to talk about that much. In the first half, it was competitive, close game. Kirk Cousins played a solid game. The offense was going in the first half. Defense was going in the first half. Held Seattle to 6 points. And the crazy part about it is Seattle has a very good offense. And we held them to 6 points. But this is when I felt like the game got out of reach. When Rashid Shaheed scored that kickoff return for a touchdown. Once he scored that touchdown, I said, yeah, it's over. There was no answer for that. But otherwise, though, Falcon season's over. Atlanta played well in the first half. Second half, it just got away from them. The Seahawks are a good team, and this team could make it to the Super Bowl. You got a top 10 defense, a high explosive offense. I'm telling you, watch out for the Seattle Seahawks because nobody do not want to play this team. And that's it. Seahawks win 37-9. Next game, we go to Minnesota with the Vikings putting BTA on the Commanders 31-0. J.J. McCarthy back, played a great game. J.D. Daniels got hurt in his first game back. I don't know why they brought him back. I didn't really care about this game. Even though I picked the Commanders to win, but there ain't much to talk about. The Vikings blowing out the Commanders. Next game, we go to Buffalo in an AFC showdown between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Bills win 39-34 in Buffalo. What a game. Down to the wire. Bengals up 28-18 in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills came back and won the game. That 3rd and 15 to end the game, Josh Allen said, "Ain't nobody open. I'm gonna run it for myself," and ran for about 20 yards. Josh Allen is playing like an MVP again, and if Kansas City misses the playoffs, there's no excuse. Okay, this year is Super Bowl or bust for the Buffalo Bills. I'm keeping it real with you. This year is Super Bowl or bust for the Buffalo Bills. If KC does not make it to the playoffs, there's no excuse because they can beat all these other teams. It's just Kansas City they have a problem with. So as long as they avoid Kansas City, if they don't make the playoffs, Buffalo should make it to the Super Bowl with ease. All right. Josh Allen, great game. 22 for 28 on his completion attempts, threw for 251 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Josh Allen from the rushing game, 9 attempts for 78 yards and 1 touchdown. He also had that touchdown to put the Bills back within 3. So Josh Allen played a hell of a game. Defensively played well. Bengals, you played a great game, but you just could have finished. Joe Burrow, 25 for 36 on his completion attempts, threw for 284 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Bengals, you got to finish the game, bro. T. Higgins, he had a monster game. 11 targets for 6 receptions for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, played good in the first 3 quarters, but could have finished the game. And just like that, what that Bengals lost, their season is over. If they would have won this game, they will still be in the mix to win the AFC North. But otherwise, though, Buffalo got the job done, came back and won the game. And they're trying to keep in close with the New England Patriots to win the AFC East. Moving on to the next game, we got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Saints win 24-20 in Tampa. Tyler showed great game. He had 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 in the 4th quarter, which was huge. A divisional game. I had a feeling the Saints were going to win, but I picked Tampa to sweep New Orleans. What's going on in Tampa? Okay, what's going on? I thought y'all was going to sweep the Saints, probably split with us, split with Carolina. But Tampa, this was a much-needed game for y'all. Now that y'all lost, y'all are tied with the Carolina Panthers for first place in the NFC South. Tyler showed 13 for 20 on his completion attempts, threw for 144 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Tyler Show had 2 touchdowns on the ground, 7 attempts, ran for 55 yards. All right. Offensively for New Orleans played well. The defense played well for the Saints. For Tampa, Baker Mayfield did not play a great game. 14 for 30 on his completion attempts, threw for 122 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. I thought Baker Mayfield was better than that. It's crazy because the Bucs were 5-1. Had the NFC South, I thought they was going to run away with the division, but nah, Carolina is right behind you. And tomorrow night against the Atlanta Falcons is a must-win game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you don't win this game, your season is over. And Carolina's winning the NFC South. And that's it. Saints win 24-20. Moving on to the next game, we got the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Dolphins win 34-10. Jets suck. We all know this. Dolphins red hot right now. Still in the mix to make the playoffs. Tua Tagovailoa and the offense play well. Defensively, they play great. I think Miami could upset Pittsburgh. I have a feeling they can go into Pittsburgh and upset the Steelers. But here's the thing. Y'all know the Dolphins don't play good in the cold. So we'll see what happens. Moving next game, the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jags win 36-19 in Jacksonville. The Jaguars are officially in first place in the AFC South. Man, let's talk about it. Daniel Jones, prayers up to this man. Torn his Achilles in the game. Riley Leonard came into the game, also got hurt as well too, which it didn't even matter because the Jazz were going to win this game. The Colts have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. Yes, 2014. They have not won in Jacksonville. Daniel Jones, before he got hurt, 5 for 7 on his completion attempts, threw for 60 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Riley Leonard, 18 completions for 29 attempts, 145 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Jonathan Taylor had a touchdown. Riley Leonard had a rushing touchdown. Before Daniel Jones got hurt, this was a close game, but the Jags ran him out of the building. And now that the Colts brought in Phillip Rivers coming out of retirement to potentially save their season, and I'm going to be real with y'all, the Colts season is over. There was no point of bringing Phillip Rivers out of retirement. He hasn't played in almost 5 years, so it will be interesting. Next game, we move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. What a game in the AFC North. Battle for first place in the division. Steelers win 27-22. Let's go to the fourth quarter. Isaiah Likely. That was a touchdown. Possession one. Excuse me. That was a touchdown by Isaiah Likely. 2 feet in the end zone. Possession of the ball, knocked away at the last minute. That call got overturned. If they would have had that touchdown, I feel like they would have won the game. But the Steelers, though, they came into Baltimore and got the job done. Sacked Lamar to end the game. Defensively for the Steelers played well. Offensively was well. Both teams played a great game. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, 23 for 34 on his completion attempts. Threw for 284 yards. 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Lamar Jackson, he had an okay game. 19 for 35 on his completion attempts. Threw for 219 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks taken. Man, the Ravens needed this game. But this is just the first meeting between these two teams. They play each other again in Week 18. And that game will determine the AFC North. The Steelers are 7-6. The Ravens are 6-7. But wait, excuse me, the Ravens are 6-7. Yes, they're 6-7. Their remaining schedule, Week 18 will determine that division. Let's go over Pittsburgh remaining schedule. They got the Dolphins, the Lions, the Browns, and the Ravens. The Ravens have the Bengals, the Patriots, the Packers, and the Steelers again. So for Baltimore, you can only afford to lose 1 game because I believe Pittsburgh will lose 1 game. But if you lose 2, Pittsburgh will have to lose 2. So I think Week 18 will determine the AFC North. But dang, Baltimore, you could have won this game, but the Steelers just play like the better team. And that's it. Steelers win 27-22. Moving on to the next game, we got the Tennessee Titans playing the Cleveland Browns. Titans win 31-29. In Cleveland, Cam Ward versus Shedeur Sanders did not disappoint at all. Both rookie quarterbacks going up against each other. Browns late in the game need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. They got the TD, failed a 2-point conversion. Titans win the game. Both QBs, they played a great game. I picked the Browns to win, but came up short. Congrats to the Tennessee Titans for getting the win. And the Cleveland Browns got their franchise quarterback. Okay? I've been saying this all year before the season started. If you want to win games and be competitive, you start with Shedeur Sanders because the offense is better now. The offense is getting better. They have a good defense. So if they can just excuse me, my bad. If they can just give Shedeur Sanders some weapons, they are a good team. They are a playoff team. And that's it. Titans win 31-29. Next game, we go to the AFC West. The Denver Broncos defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 24-17. I didn't really watch much of this game, but the Denver Broncos played great offensively and defensively. Bo Nix played a great game, 31 for 38 on his completion attempts, threw for 212 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Offensively played well. They played well defensively. Denver Broncos got the best defense in the league. The Denver Broncos got the AFC West locked up. Okay? And I said this too in previous episodes. If this team gets the number 1 seed in the AFC, they're going to the Super Bowl. Because I'm going to tell y'all why. I just don't think that nobody could go to Denver and take these guys out. Because it's going to be hard playing against that defense. They have an underrated pass rush, a very good secondary. Like I said, if the Denver Broncos get the number 1 seed, I got them going to the Super Bowl. And that's it. For the Raiders, though, they played a solid game. Geno Smith got hurt. Kenny Pickett went in, played pretty well too, but wasn't enough to get the job done. Broncos win 24-17. And to be real with y'all, I think the Denver Broncos got the AFC West this year. Congrats to them. It's been since 2015 since they won that division. Next game, the Rams beat the Cardinals 45-17. Ain't nothing much to say here. Rams, one of the best team in the NFC, got the best record in the conference. Matthew Stafford, 22 for 31 on his completion attempts, threw for 281 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Puka Nacua, let's talk about that man. Top 10 receiver in the league. Top 6 receiver in the league. Potentially top 5. That dude is special. He had a great game. 11 targets, 7 receptions for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hey, this wide receiver duo in Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua is looking dangerous. Man, if the Rams get the 1 seed, they're going to the Super Bowl. So if y'all ask me who's my Super Bowl pick, if the Broncos and Rams get the 1 seed, it's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. All right. But that's it. Rams win 45-17. Last but not least, for the 4 o'clock games, we go to the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. What a game. Battle for first place in the NFC North. Both teams needed this win. If the Bears would have won this game, they pretty much would have the division. But Green Bay came in, did what they're supposed to do on both sides of the ball. Packers went 28-21. Let's talk about it. Both quarterbacks played great. Caleb Williams had a great game. Jordan Love had a great game. Offensively, they looked great. Defensively, they played well too. Came down to the final seconds. 4th and 1. Caleb Williams throws the ball into the end zone. It was intercepted. Packers win. The Green Bay Packers move to 9-3-1 of the season. First place in the NFC North. Now, they play each other again, not this week, next week. So that game will most likely determine who will win that division. I think the Packers will win that division because I just think that they're the better team. And these two teams might face each other in the playoffs. So if they do, this is the oldest rivalry in the NFL. So if these two teams face each other in the NFL playoffs, grab your popcorn because it's about to be a movie. And that's it. Packers win 28-21. Sunday night, we go to the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Texans win 20-10 at Arrowhead Stadium. Man, the reason why I'm looking like this, I hate to say this, but the Chiefs will miss the playoffs this year. I just don't, the way the AFC is looking, I just don't see them sneaking in because you got Houston has the tiebreaker. The Colts are missing the playoffs. So the only way KC sneaks in is if the Chargers lose out or the Texans, which is technically not going to happen. I can see the Chargers potentially losing out, but the Texans, nah. But Chiefs, if you lose this game on Sunday, just throw it in the bag. Season officially over. But dang, this was a much-needed game by the Kansas City Chiefs. C.J. Stroud played a great game, 15 for 31 on his completion attempts, threw for 203 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Nico Collins back like he never left. 8 targets, 4 receptions for 121 yards, 0 touchdowns. That Houston Texans defense is legit. A good pass rush, a good secondary. The offense is starting to get going too. The Houston Texans could come out the AFC. They could go to the Super Bowl. This is my sleeper team to come out of the AFC. All right. So do not sleep on the Houston Texans. Whoever they go up against, whether it's a high-powered offense or high-powered defense, I do believe they're going to give them some problems because the Houston Texans are that good. For the Chiefs, Mahomes did not play a great game at all. 14 for 33 on his completion attempts, threw for 160 yards, 0 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2 sacks taken. That Houston Texans defense was on Mahomes the whole night. The whole night. Mahomes couldn't do nothing. They brought a lot of pressure, getting it to him a lot, forcing turnovers. This is not the Chiefs' year. Will the Chiefs miss the playoffs? Yes, they will. I hate to say it. The Chiefs are missing the playoffs this year. They might lose one more game, but yeah, they're missing the playoffs. Okay, this will be the first time I see the Kansas City Chiefs not in the playoffs. It's like ever since I watched the NFL, I've seen this team in the playoffs a lot. But man, this is Mahomes' first time missing the NFL playoffs. It's crazy. AFC wide open too. I'm gonna be real with you. I will not be surprised who comes out of there. Okay, that's anybody's conference to lose. But that's it. Chiefs, if you lose to the Chargers, just throw it in the bag. Season over. Next game, last but not least, we go to Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers went 22-19 in Los Angeles. Justin Herbert, okay game, 12 for 26 on his completion attempts. Threw for 139 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Excuse me. Hey, the Chargers play great. Defensively, they play well. I give credit to the Chargers defense because if it wasn't for that defense, they would have won that game. Offensively, did not have to do that much because when you look at the Chargers, they have a good defense and a good offense. I wouldn't have been shocked if they would have won this game, but the Chargers are a really good football team. Competing with the Broncos for the AFC West too. Do I believe that the Chargers can make some noise in the playoffs? Absolutely. They are a pretty good team. They need to at least get to the divisional round. But let's go to the Eagles standpoint. What is wrong with the Philadelphia Eagles? Something is going on over there. Is it coaching? Is the play calling? I'm going to just say this. The Philadelphia Eagles playbook is too predictable. Okay? Jalen Hurts hasn't been him this season. Offensively has not been great. Defensively, they've been looking good, but the Eagles playbook is just too predictable. Okay? Every time they line up for a play, the Chargers know what they're running. They were on Jalen Hurts the whole night. Jalen Hurts, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 21 for 40 on his completion attempts, threw for 240 yards. I don't understand what's going on. They're getting the Browns to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, 13 targets, 6 receptions for 100 yards. They got him the ball. I just don't know what happened. In overtime, Chargers kicked the field goal. Eagles had a chance to win the game, intercepted, Chargers win. But man, Eagles, you could have won this game. But it's like the Eagles are beating themselves. You blow a 21-point lead to the Cowboys. You lose to the Bears at home, and then you lose on Monday night to the Chargers. I'm going to say this right now. If the Philadelphia Eagles lose to the Las Vegas Raiders at home on Sunday, I will be making a video and posting it, okay? Because there's a lot to talk about with this team right now. They're not a Super Bowl contender. I'm gonna be real with y'all right now. The Eagles are first-round exits. They're probably going to win the division, okay, because I don't see Dallas catching up to them, even though they do win out. But the Eagles are first-round exits, okay? Whoever they're playing, they're getting sent home in the first round. Just keep it in the buck with you. All right? But that's it. Chargers win 22-19. And one more thing. If the Eagles lose, don't even play football for the rest of the year, okay? That's just me keeping it real with you. All right. And last but not least, I'm here to give y'all my Week 15 NFL predictions. Week 15 kicks off tomorrow night in Tampa in the NFC South showdown between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Must-win game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to keep first place in the NFC South. These two teams met each other at the beginning of the year. Tampa won 23-20. I do believe that Kirk Cousins is going to have a great game. The Atlanta Falcons are going to come in here, spoil the party, beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Give me the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Bucs. And if Tampa loses, Carolina will be in first place. Now we go to the Sunday games. The Cleveland Browns are taking on the Chicago Bears. Give me the Bears over the Browns. I will not be surprised if Cleveland wins this game because the Cleveland Browns have a good defense. Next game, this is a lock of the week. Give me the Houston Texans over the Arizona Cardinals. Now, who cares about this game? Washington Commanders, New York Giants. Don't nobody care about this game. Give me the Washington Commanders. I don't care who wins that game. Next game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles, if you lose this game, your season is over. Okay? Because after that game, you got Washington twice, which you might lose one of those games. And then you got the Bills. So, Eagles, if you lose that game, season over. Okay? Don't even play football for the rest of the year. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the Las Vegas Raiders. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Lock of the week, give me the Jaguars over the Jets. Next game, we go to an AFC North rivalry showdown in Cincinnati, the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ravens looking to stay alive for the AFC North. Playoff hopes on the line. These two teams met each other on Thanksgiving. Bengals got the job done blowing out the Ravens. I don't think that's going to happen again. Give me the Baltimore Ravens over the Cincinnati Bengals. Next game, Los Angeles Chargers, Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs, you are desperate for a win. The Chargers are red hot right now. Just beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Chargers looking forward to sweeping the Chiefs. If they do sweep the Chiefs, their season is over. Okay? So Chiefs, lose this game, just throw it in the bag. Season over. I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs because I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to allow his team to lose 3 games in a row and get swept by the Chargers. Next game, AFC East showdown. 2 teams fighting for the AFC East. The Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Give me Buffalo over New England. I do believe these 2 teams will split with each other. Josh Allen's red hot right now. I think he's going to outplay Drake May in this game. I think Buffalo is just a better team, even though New England's balling. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts and the Seattle Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks over the Colts. If the Colts had Daniel Jones, this game would have been way different, but I don't see the Colts going into Seattle beating the Seahawks. Next game, we got a good one. The Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Hear me out. This is going to be a good defensive battle. I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos since they're in Denver. I think the Broncos are the better defensive team than the Packers. So I'm going to go with the Broncos. If they was in Lambeau, I definitely would have took Green Bay. But in Denver, it's hard to play in Mile High City going up against that Denver Broncos defense. Next game, we got the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Jared Goff making his return to SoFi Stadium. I do believe he gets his revenge on his former team. All right. Give me the Lions over the Rams. Next game in the NFC South, we got the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Saints looking forward to sweep the Panthers. Panthers looking forward to take first place in the NFC South. Give me the Carolina Panthers. Next game, this is another lock. The Niners will beat the Titans. Sunday Night Football, upset alert. Give me the Minnesota Vikings. I'm not picking Dallas for the rest of the season. They don't let me down 4 times. I picked them to beat the Bears. They got embarrassed. Picked them to beat Carolina. They lost. Picked them to beat the Cardinals. They lost. Picked them to beat Detroit. They lost. I'm going with the Vikings. Monday Night Football. Miami Dolphins, Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams are in a hunt to make the playoffs. Not in a hunt, but both teams are looking forward to making the playoffs. I do feel like the Dolphins could win this game. Don't get me twisted now. Miami is red hot right now, but I'm going to go with the Steelers over the Dolphins, and I will post my Week 15 NFL predictions as well, too. And that concludes today's show of the Nard Report. Thank you for everybody that joined. I appreciate all the love and support y'all have given me here on the YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Like I said, if you're new to the YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to all of my stuff, all of my latest episodes and latest videos. Don't forget to follow me on the social media, TikTok and Instagram at @D_Nard_Report. Have a good rest of your day. Nard out.